Internet! How's it going? So I originally planned this video being a regular versus video, or a comparison video, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm not your mom. But then I actually opened my eyes and watched the two movies, and I came to an interesting conclusion. One of these films is better in every single way. Yeah, Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension is honestly kind of fantastic, and also the best movie ever based on an animated series ever. Except for the SpongeBob movie. Yep, that's right, even better than the Steven Universe and regular show movies. And it's even better than the best animated feature, award-winning Paw Patrol the movie. But what matters even more, and is the topic of this video, is that it's a perfect Phineas and Ferb movie. It actually molds these charming but definitely not developed characters from the shows and gives them, you know, traits. Then we turn over to the epic, crazy, amazing Phineas and Ferb revival that no one talks about anymore. Phineas and Ferb, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. As a movie, it is fine. Except for the animation. The animation in this movie kind of has this weird quirk. You see, it looks like... But if we're talking about the actual plot, this is a perfectly fine modern cable movie. Except it's on Disney Plus because, say it with me kids, cable is dead. The villain's alright, and there was a funny twist with her during the third act. And that group of cowardly aliens are, kind of funny, I guess. Everything is okay except for one thing. Can ya guess what it is? It's in the title of the video. Is it that it's not a good Phineas and Ferb movie? It's not a good Phineas and Ferb movie. Now, I guess you could argue that Across the Second Dimension was also not a good PAF movie because Phineas got uncharacteristically angry. But, stick with me here, I know this is an insane scenario. If your pet was suddenly revealed to be living a double life, would you take that kindly? Across the Second Dimension did something that no other Phineas and Ferb anything had ever done before. It gave these characters arcs. They developed the basic fundamentals of storytelling. Sure, all that was erased, but you know, they tried. But in this film, Phineas and Ferb do almost nothing. They kick off the plot and that's it. That's all they do. Doofenshmirtz teams up with the kids, but that already happened in the last movie, and he doesn't even stick with them throughout the film. And his dynamic with the kids was nowhere near as funny as the last one. At least the axe joke was good. And honestly, Candace was not that good in this movie. She has a good arc on paper. It gives Candace a depression arc. No, not really. They give lip service to her depression, then she goes to an alien planet and all of that is forgotten about, until the third act. And her actual breaking point is something very small and average. Oh, but Branson, that's how depression works. There doesn't have to be a big, embarrassing event for someone to break down. I mean, yeah, you're right, but this is a movie, and from a perspective of the story, not a mental health PSA, this isn't that engaging. Across the Second Dimension, it's great. And it's also a great Phineas and Ferb movie. Hell, it's also a pretty good Candace movie. You could argue that she has a better arc in this movie than she does in her own. And Candace Against the Universe, it's an alright movie, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's a good Phineas, Ferb, or Candace movie. And I just wish the revival to one of my all-time favorite shows was a little more, I don't know, special. Anyway, the Lego Batman movie BTM Quick Views is coming soon. Maybe, sort of, I promise. Bye!
There's 104 days of summer vacation.
104 days of summer vacation? On what planet? My elementary school only allowed 88 days of summer vacation.